Hey, what is up, guys? Got another review for you here today, and this is my last purchase as of right now. By the time you guys watch this, I'm hoping I probably don't buy another one, but I probably will. But anyways, this is the Borka Blades SB1. Technically speaking, it is the Fox Knives SB1. I don't know why it's still considered a Borka blade because it is produced by Fox Knives. So this just get to the point here. It is with this Fox Knives made this, and you know what I think about the sheath. This is actually shittier than the Monkey Thumper sheath. It's the same shitty thin Kydex. The retention, so at least the Monkey Thumper one, it's on the hand, right? Handle, I believe. I could be wrong though. This retention is this stupid little nibble here, and I'll talk about that in a second. So even the way they have it's just spaced out. It's wider than it has to be. And I don't like taco style sheath. I prefer the pancake style, but it comes with the dots, fake tech lock, which I prefer better than tech lock, but I still hate it. And I put a memory clip on it. This is the reverse version, I believe. But yeah, so this sheath is shitty. There is no rattle though, I'll tell you that. There is no rattle compared to the Monkey Thumper one. But the funny thing is the retention's worse. So no rattle, but retention's ass. You can shake out the knife. Don't know why they have a finger ramp here for your fingers, but I hate this sheath, man. With this knife and the Monkey Thumper one, I believe I'm gonna be purchasing aftermarket sheath, but that might be later. So let's do a little bit of measurement here. It's a bigger knife than I thought, and it's about a little bit over 8 inches, 4-inch blade. Handle is about like 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4. I don't know, 4 inches. Let's do a quick comparison. And Monkey Thumper is smaller, right? I don't know if you guys can see that, but the Monkey Thumper is a little bit smaller. Obviously, that makes Zoo Blade works smaller, and then BGM Knives one-off is, I think the one-off is bigger. So let's take a look at it. I do need this is a PVD coated blade. My Carter. Looks pretty good, right? So I got a lot of good things to say and some bad things. So that's the Borka Blades logo. It is a harpoon shaped blade, which is very sexy in my opinion. M390 steel. It didn't come out as sharp as I wanted to. It still shaves, but compared to the Monkey Thumper, it wasn't as sharp. So a few things I want to talk about this knife is, I love it, man. I love it, right? The hand feels so good in my hands. This knife, chipping here, it reminds me of, I know it's Borka Blades fans are gonna get pissed off about this. It kind of reminds me a little bit of an American Commie. I don't know if you guys know about American Commie, but they're way out of business now, right? And I always say the Microtech stitch reminds me of, I'm not talking about the stitch itself, but the Borka stitch. A little bit, it's inspired by the Strider SMF SNG, yeah. But they added a harpoon shaped blade. That's pretty much the only difference that I'm seeing here, and they don't use the same choyo. With this, I feel like it is inspired by one of the American Commie blades, but there's another knife it's called the S-Rambit, which is a ring version of this. I was gonna purchase that as well, but it's shorter, just slightly, right? It's a little bit wider here, but shorter. And I didn't want to because I realized it's an M390 blade, and like I talked about in my last video, I prefer to have for a knife like that, I prefer like it's kind of inspired to be a self-defense knife, right? I'd rather have it a tough knife. That being said, you probably should be carrying a knife for self-defense. But, if you have to, you have to. But let's talk, it feels so good in the hand. My Carter though, I tell you what, it's a little bit slippery. And that's what pissed me off a little bit. I think they polished it because it does feel a little bit more like G10, and which is unfortunate because if they sandblasted this shit, it would have been super grippy, which was perfect, man. If I could switch this knife, man, I put CPM 3V as steel and the handle as sandblasted my Carter. But yeah, anything else I gotta say about the knife? It's beautiful, right? And it's expensive. So I wanna point out something. The SB1 and the block, what the heck is this? The Monkey Thumper. It's made by Fox Knives, but it's two different treatments, man. You know what I mean by that? Is this one is still considered a Borka blade, and the Fox Knives logo is not until the handle. Okay, you see that? With this one, it's considered a Fox Knives blade designed by BlackRock. I feel like it should be the same for this one. And that's the only problem I have with it is I feel like it's two different treatment. That's why the price difference. Besides from, the M390 versus Nealox steel, it shouldn't be that big of a, price difference because, steels are actually cheaper than you guys probably think, right? So anyways, that's the only gripe with it. I would change the, to sandblast the handle and the steel. But I love this knife, man. I really, really do. It's my favorite knife right now to play with, right? It's not my favorite overall. And I recommend it, but it's also really expensive. So don't buy it if you don't have money to play around with. It's way overpriced, in my opinion. That's all I got to say for you today. And I'll talk to you guys another time.